So Matt, I've been following you on Twitter for a bit, and then there's been a lot of these tweets or things on LinkedIn like "We are so back," right? So you do this "We are so back." It's a picture of a private jet with the MarketBeat logo on it, which is your company. And so I sent this to James and I said, "What the fuck?" Like, how do you have a jet? So I got to hear the story of how and why and wow.
Yeah, I bought the plane about a year ago, which was kind of the perfect time to buy one because up until the end of last year, you could take the full purchase price of a private jet and kind of deduct it all in kind of the first year. Let's say you have a $4 million jet, just for the sake of numbers. Last year you got 37% of that back as, a tax deduction. So, the down payment was maybe, 800,000. So you get, your tax deduction covers your down payment and then some, which is pretty cool. The other thing I learned about private jets is you can finance them on like a 25-year amortization. So my payments on it are like, 10, 15 grand a month at most. So it's very, very manageable to own. And the only thing that really sucks about it is maintenance because, if a coffee pot is in your office, it costs, a couple $100 to replace. If a coffee pot is on your jet and it breaks and needs to be replaced, it's like $6,000. So
what's it cost, Matt, to fire that puppy up and get it going? Like, is it like a trip is certain amount? It's like minimum, certain amount?
Yeah, obviously it all depends on like the length because that's how much jet fuel you use, which, is expensive but not a big thing about it. Like what kills you is just the long-term maintenance stuff. Pilots are $1,000 a day or so. You're going somewhere, they stay wherever you're staying, so you got to give them a per diem. And yeah, it's the maintenance stuff that kills you. Like we repainted the plane, that was 150 grand. We redid the interior to make it like nice and new, and put in a new internet module because the old one was end of life. That was another 100 grand, and all in I think it was probably probably 700 or 800 grand, and just kind of stuff to get the plane up to where I wanted it to be with the paint job and all that stuff. But I kind of knew about buying it, what I was buying, the work needed to be done, but it's obviously not a small expense to do that. The other thing, I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We don't have a lot of direct flights here, so like the value of flying private is much higher than if you're in a hub city. Like I can get to like Dallas or Atlanta or Denver, but like I don't have a direct to New York City. I don't have a direct to LA most days. So for me, there is a lot of value in that.
So, JL, when's the lemon squeezy jet coming?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's going to be a bit, but that's impressive. I guess bringing it back down to like us peasants. Let's talk about you, Matt. Like we just ended, with you getting the jet. So what's the early days of Matt, the very beginnings?
I was a kid of the 80s and early 90s, and my mom was a school librarian, so they had some technology that most people didn't have, and they had fast internet through the state network, and so I would have to, hang out in the library after school while my mom was working and finishing up for the day. So I'd play on the computers there and learn what I could learn. And then eventually we got one at home. And like in 1996 or 7 or 8 or something like that, we were one of the first families in our city to get cable internet. So had a computer, had fast internet when nobody else had it, and kind of taught myself HTML and made a little website about some video games I played at the time, like SimCity 2000, and had like cheat codes and saved games and stuff like that. And I signed up for an ad network account on some ad network that doesn't exist anymore. And like it was like an affiliate offer for a free web hosting account, and it paid like $1.50 whenever somebody signed up for a free web hosting account. So I told all my friends like, hey, go to my website and click on the link, and you can make a website too. And I was making $25-$50 a month doing that.